The Primary Education Curriculum 1988 was prepared on the basis of the Plan of Action designed at the national level for effective implementation of National Policy on Education 1986. So a common curriculum was devised, it was prepared, and it formed the basis of Plan of Action so that equal opportunity for education was given to everyone in all the states. In 1995, there was the competency-based primary education curriculum. Even as the primary education curriculum 1988 was being used, a committee was formed at the national level with Dr. R.H. Dave as its chairman. Why? To determine minimum levels of learning. The Dave committee developed charts of minimum levels of learning in language, mathematics, and environmental studies up to standard 5th. The charts showed the sequence of learning of the competencies meant for each class. So they wanted the children to be competent and knowing equally everything up to standard 5th. This was done in 1995. Now the advancement in education comes with the use of a satellite. In 1975, India met with success in its attempt to use a satellite for the purpose of education. This was a huge technological leap for education in India. Eknath Chitnis, a scientist with ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, played an important role in it. SITE, Satellite Instructional Television Experiment, was undertaken for educational purposes under the leadership of the Space Applications Center at Ahmedabad. The concept of satellite education came out of this experiment. The experiment was successful and satellite education was implemented. How was India able to do this? America had helped India in this program. The program helped to make provisions for a good standard of education in rural areas. Now India was spreading the national education to rural areas as well. Then came IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University. This Open University was established with the objective that the stream of education should make its way into every average household of the country. If the students are unable to come to the schools, if the students are unable to come to the colleges and the universities, the education should be made available to them at their homes. This was the main goal of this university. The United Nations had declared 1970 as the International Education Year. In the same year, a seminar was organized, a discussion was done in New Delhi on the subject of Open University by the Government of India, Departments of Education and Social Welfare, Information and Broadcasting. University Grants Commission, that is UGC of India, along with UNESCO. The idea of establishing an open university came out in this seminar. Hence, in 1974, the government appointed a committee under the chairmanship of P. Parthasarathi, and the Open University took shape on 20th September 1985, that is after 11 years. And this was done according to the recommendations and suggestions of the meeting that had taken place. This university was named after Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. That is why it is called as Indira Gandhi National Open University. Similarly, Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Mukta Vidyapeeth was established in Nashik in 1989. Those who are unable to get a college education in the formal way by attending the school or visiting the college They are given concessions in eligibility criteria, age bars are removed, and other conditions for admission to this university are relaxed. In 1990, the IGNOU started an audio-visual distance education program through Akashvani and Doordarshan. Both are government channels. Akashvani is the government radio channel and Doordarshan is government's TV channel. So the education, distance education, while being at home, people were able to take education through audio-visual means. It conducted more than 1,000 curricula of various branches. This provides facilities for education through 58 training centers in the country and 41 centers in foreign countries. If anyone needs any help apart from the audio-visual syllabus, they can go to these centers, they can go to these facilities for help. Is everyone understanding what is going on? Okay, all right. One last topic we will be doing today, research institutes, science. After independence in 1950, the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, that is CSIR, was established in India with the objective to promote scientific research in the country and to take the benefits of the research to all the people. Research began in the fields like physics, chemistry, pharmaceuticals, that is the medicines preparation, food processing and mining. In order that the industry benefits from this research, contracts were signed by the government with industrial institutes. This helped to reduce our imports and save foreign currency. India tried to become self-dependent. This institute also motivated fundamental research. The laboratories of the council also played an important part in bringing back to the country students who had gone abroad for higher education. Since the education was done outside, all those students saw an opportunity to come back to India and take part in this research because it was government funded. The achievements of the CSIR include making the ink used for marking voters' fingers during elections. This was invented by CSIR. Medicines for malaria, elephantiasis, in which the leg becomes swollen, and tuberculosis. Water purification technology was developed, and reduction in the time required for bamboo production. All these areas were worked upon by CSIR. Also, DNA fingerprinting was used in India for the first time, and they conducted a genetic study of the Adivasis of the Andamans and proved that those tribes are 60,000 years old. These are the achievements of CSIR. CSIR was also able to develop the earthquake early warning system. All these achievements have played an important role in the use of neem as a pesticide, use of turmeric for healing wounds, and in the case of the patents for varieties of rice. All these roles were played by CSIR. It has prepared a digital encyclopedia of Indian traditional knowledge, and it has made it available to the Indian public in 8 international languages. This brings us to the end of page number 27. We will continue with the rest of the chapter in our next class.